Is buying property at auction one of the best solutions for finding deals in 2022? Great deals can be found at auction. However, we find that the best deals happen actually before an auction happens and after an auction has completed. And probably when you're bidding in the room, that's when you're probably not going to get the best deals. Obviously you can do, but that's when people are bidding against each other. But if you know a deal works and you are able to complete quickly, then you can put a bid before the auction, and if that bid is close to what the vendor wants, then they might well just accept it and go, yep, I'm happy to do that. You still complete within probably 28 days. So that 28 days for the vendor is going to start sooner. So they're actually quite motivated to sell. So they might get that deal done only a week or so after the auction actually happens if they sell prior. So that can be a really good idea. Now, if it's a really, really good deal, it might have lots of people bidding before the auction. And that might lead to the guide prices increasing and then saying, yes, we're definitely taking it to the room now. So there are caveats to that. So having a conversation with the auctioneer to get a sense of the lay of the land would be what we would suggest. On the flip side, after the auction, what we're looking for are the unsold lots. These are the lots where the vendor is now suddenly really motivated because they put the property in the auction to get a quick sale and a guaranteed sale. It's no longer sold, so they might become more motivated to take an offer. So unsold lots is another opportunity where you can get some really great deals. So again, speaking to the auctioneer to find out what they potentially would accept would be the thing to do, pretty much the day after the auction has happened. So I would always be watching the auction to see what sells, what doesn't. It's very rare that I would go and bid in an auction myself. But if you do end up buying from auction, there are a few things that you need to be well aware of, because to get something at auction, you're effectively exchanging on the property. So you must have checked the legal pack before you exchange. So having an amazing, friendly solicitor on standby to be able to go and look at something with 24 hours notice is really valuable. So we have a really good friend of ours who's a solicitor who can go and do that when we need it. But also you need your finance in place because you're going to exchange, so you need to send over 10% plus potentially any auction fees that are due as well. So you must have that cash in the bank. But then you must also be thinking about how you're going to complete the rest of the purchase. So you may have the 10%, but do you have the rest of that purchase price lined up? So I would suggest do not use a mortgage because they will not happen quickly enough. Always use cash or bridging to buy at auction. Otherwise you could be left having lost that 10% if you fail to complete on time. Viewing the property beforehand could also be taking a surveyor or a contractor around to make sure that you can see all of the potential pitfalls in what you're buying, to make sure there's no subsidence or no walls are about to fall down or anything that the vendor is trying to hide. Because if the vendor's trying to hide it, they're not going to tell the auctioneer, they're going to try and hide it, stick it in auction and go, phew, that's now off my plate, that's someone else's problem. So just be very, very careful. And the final tip is to make sure you know exactly what you're buying. So go and view the property, make sure it is exactly what they say it is. Ideally view it just before the auction so things don't change because auction you're buying is sold as seen. So as long as the auction pack is a tick and you're viewing and it is exactly what they've said it is, the tick, then it's a good thing to go and buy. Don't just turn up to an auction and go, oh, that looks cheap, I'm going to buy that one, because you'll end up with a whole world of pain more often than not. Hopefully that has been a lot of value for you. Auctions, definitely a good thing, definitely lots of opportunities there. And at the moment starting to see quite a few unsold lots. So do go and start looking at auction houses for potential deals. And also don't forget to like and subscribe this video. And if you like what you hear, please do head over to the hmoplatform.co.uk if HMOs are what you're looking to invest in. We can definitely help you out. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.